Hey, this is Sports Zone Radio. We call this Northland Basketball. Our coverage on radio and our coverage on our channels is presented by Choice Wireless. I'm Floyd Simmons along with B-Squared Byron Brown, and the head coach of Snowflake joins us now. His name is Joe Clare. Joe, welcome. Congratulations. Big win for you.
Thanks, Floyd. I am very happy to be standing in front of you.
Okay, you came out of the blocks. You got an early 5-0 lead. Winslow battled back, got their feet under them. Before you know it, it was 9-9 at the end of the first quarter. Then Winslow got a lead. They went ahead, and they never gave it up. So you took it back from them late in the fourth quarter. You finally got the lead late in the game and then closed out brilliantly in the last couple of minutes of this one. Talk about it. Describe the game in its totality from your standpoint.
Yeah, I thought we got off to a pretty quick start. Semifinal game, I knew our girls would be a little nervous. Winslow fought back. I knew they would. They've been playing really well. Jerron's a great coach. They played really well. They had us on our heels a little bit. We came out in the second half and decided we were going to be the aggressors a little bit, and it showed. We started getting some turnovers, and we started getting some momentum, and then we were able to overtake them in the fourth quarter.
It also felt like that intensity that you try to have and you try to bring, it felt like your intensity kind of outlived their intensity because they were intense as well. They came out. This game was a slugfest, back and forth, spirited contest for 3.5 quarters, and I just thought that you maybe, I don't know if it's had more legs at the end or just had a little more psychological energy, but at the end of the game, your team prevailed, I thought, on the strength of intensity.
Absolutely, and our girls pride themselves on, I heard Byron talking about how hard they've worked, and they've gotten in the shape that they need to compete for as long as they need to, and I thought we were able to outlast them a little bit, and then we're able to hit free throws down the stretch.
Coach, I just want to hit on a quick instance. It was 43-43, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. And I believe it was Hannah Nichols that got caught over here, and she was getting double teamed, and you called the timeout. You only had 2 at the time. So you called the timeout, and I'm not going to mention any names, but someone on this broadcast booth was questioning the timeout call. But it turned out because at that time, after that timeout, you guys went on a 6-0 run. But what did you say during that timeout? Because you came out and had a great play to get you up by 2.
I just wanted to calm them down. I knew it was a big moment, and they actually had the possession arrow at that time. And I wanted to make sure every possession counts late in the game, and I didn't want a jump ball to happen there. I wanted to keep the possession, and I felt like our girls could do without a timeout, and they did. We talked about a play we wanted to run. They ran it, and they were able to accomplish and get the lead, and then we never looked back.
Coach, Emily Davis led you in scoring tonight, but she seemed like it was a kind of a fits and starts for her. She just didn't really have a consistent, ongoing game. The rest of the ladies had to pick her up. You had a number of ladies that were, I think, in contention for the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. We elected Hannah Nichols, and I thought it was Hannah's steadying influence on the second half of the game for you. But can you talk about how the team was able to still rally and do as well as they did without being able to count on Emily carrying them in those moments at the end?
Well, we saw it the other night, Floyd, in the boys' game, Florence and Snowflake. When you rely heavily on only one person, you're going to struggle a little bit, and our girls don't do that. They know Emily's going to get her points, but they're not willing just to leave it up to her. They all rally around her and do it. And, man, Hannah Nichols had the game of her life, and well-deserved. She worked her butt off, and she's worked hard for that moment, and Anaya is a great player, and she was kind of stymied in the last couple minutes.
No question, Coach. And I want to also ask you about 2 players that we haven't mentioned yet. Macy LeSueur. I thought Macy just played brilliantly for your team. And the other player that comes to mind is Camry Ballard. I thought Camry gave you some great moments in the game.
Those girls are both just steady. Macy never gets flustered. For some reason, I wish I could instill that in every girl. But she never gets flustered. I can yell at her on the court for something, and she'll be like, all right, coach, and she'll even laugh at me at times because I know she's going to do it, and she knows what to do, and she knows how to get it done, and Camry the same way. Energy level is great. Those girls never stop, and we get to go fight for a championship.
You get to go play for a championship. You get to play the Lady Sand Devils. Paige up next, 3 o'clock on Saturday in a championship game. Coach, you get to play the best. You got to go through the best, and here it comes.
Well, you look at, it resembles The Last Dance for me. I watched that series, and the Bulls had to get through the Pistons to get a world championship. You got to beat the best, and we get the opportunity to play the best, and I think we're ready for it this time.
Congratulations, Coach, on the victory and going back and maybe getting a chance and opportunity to beat Paige. But what will it mean for your program if you're able to win the championship, not only for the girls, but how about if the boys are able to follow suit?
Oh, man, I think it started with the football team. Success breeds success, and it's gone into our wrestlers. Our wrestlers were section champs for the first time in a long time, and our boys have the opportunity to go to state, and them being there cheering us on is going to help. It gives us an extra set of fans that won't have to pay for a ticket, you know what I mean? And it's nice to get there, and I think winning a championship would be great. That's not everything about our legacy. The hard work that those girls put in day out is what it's about, and that's where we've gotten the program to, and it gives us the opportunity to hoist the banner.
Well, Coach, we've been friends for a long time. I'm proud of you and happy for you. Congratulations. Go
Thanks,
celebrate.
Floyd. I wouldn't celebrate with anybody else. I sure love you, and I'm grateful you guys are up here, broadcasting these games, because these girls deserve to be recognized, and you guys do a good job.
You got it, Coach.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.